Oh yeah. Welcome to another edition, No Pump Fake Sports. I'm your host, Passport T. Let's talk a little NBA basketball. We're gonna cook this morning. Oh man, this is a good one. I want to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and is there problems in paradise? I actually think it is. And the main problem, well, I don't want to say the main problem, but one of the biggest problems is Russell Westbrook. But let's start off with a few other things because I try to explain this to everybody in the off season and before the season started. That you saw the moves that the Lakers were making in the off season. You saw them bring in Carmelo Anthony, Trevor Ariza. They were just piling big names, bringing them in one by one, and the Laker fandom was going crazy. You know what I mean? But what they didn't understand is the majority of these guys are just a shell of themselves. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to take a slight at any of the players or even at the Lakers. But what I am pointing my finger at is Father Time is undefeated. I mean, you just can't overcome it. It's no matter what, man. You can play at a high level, as you starting to get older. But when you start to creep into that 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, it's all downhill from there. Modern scientists basically explain to everybody that your prime is probably from 27 years old to like 32, 33. After that, everything is going downhill. And I pointed this out to a lot of my friends, a lot of my family members who are diehard Laker fans. And man, they were killing me. They were bashing me. But one indication of this, and you saw it with Kobe Bryant, as Kobe started to reach those later 30s, he started taking on a lot of injuries. This is the same thing that's happening with LeBron James. It started off about 2.5, 3 years ago. You saw the first knick-knack injury. The injuries, when you get older, they take a longer time to heal, and they happen more frequent. But yeah, you see it with LeBron. He's starting to get knick-knack injuries left, right, front, and center. And what this is people not pointing their finger at it. This is age. This is what happens when you get older. I don't care about the money that you spent, the $15 million, this, that on your body, working. Yeah, you can be in the best shape of your life as you get later in your 30s. But what that is you in shape for a later 30-year-old guy. You're not in shape for a 28-year-old guy. It's two different things. You know what I mean? Even with men and women in society, you could see, a bad woman, man, that you just like, oh my gosh, she's fine. You know what I mean? And then you see a super bad woman that's in her mid to late 40s. And you say, man, the older sister, man, she bad, right? But she's bad for a 45-year-old chick. She's not bad for a 25-year-old chick. You can find a 25-year-old chick that will just knock her out of the ballpark. No questions about it. And it's the same thing with men. You can find men, they say we age gracefully, you know what I mean? As we get older, we in our mid 40s, early 50s, you become that silver fox. And especially if you groom, you keep your beard shaped up nice, you wearing your cold lids, your proper suits or your sweaters and, with your jeans and your nice shoes. And guess what? You very handsome dude, for a silver fox. But you look good. You're handsome, but you don't look like a well-groomed 28-year-old brother. This is just the natural things in life. This is just how it goes. You know what I mean? It's no knock on anybody. And it's the same thing in sports. You cannot beat Father Time. It just is what it is. Now, the Lakers, the way they constructed their team, man, they brought in a lot of older guys that have that name, but they just not the same players that they were when they were in their prime. The other night, Carmelo went off. He hit a bunch of threes. And then Last night against OKC, he's jacking up air balls. You know what I mean? It's just the consistency doesn't be there as you get older. The body just doesn't recuperate as fast as it did when you were younger, and things are just not the same. Now let's move on to Westbrook. This is even a bigger problem for the Lakers. Westbrook just, oh my God, man, he's a turnover machine. People go crazy about the numbers that he put up, as far as triple doubles, and they'll say, man, he had 15 assists, but they don't point out, yeah, but he had 9 or 10 turnovers. And you saw that last night. He was a turnover machine. And he doesn't seem like, and don't get me wrong, man, I like Russ, so I'm not taking a shot at Russ, but he doesn't seem like his basketball IQ is up there with like a Chris Paul or some of the other guys, man, Kawhi Leonard. He's just lacking in terms of how he views the game. And you can see this on the court. He doesn't make the right decisions. He'll come down. It's a lot of time left on the clock. He'll just jack up a three when there's nobody under the basket. The way he plays, it's hard to play with him. This is why KD wanted to get away from him and, go over to Golden State. And you can just see it. LeBron James, being a special player that he is, he in his mind believed that, well, Russell is a supreme athlete. Let me get him over here with me and I'll change him up. I'll make him fit into our system. But what he's seeing now is it's not going to work. Believe me, behind the scenes, they talking. It's rumblings going on between them about this Russell problem. LeBron recognizes, I guarantee, I don't have any sources, because everybody always got a source. I don't have any sources to, say that they told me this, but I can bet you, because I just know men and I know how the game works. I guarantee behind the scene, him and AD and Carmelo, they know they got a Russell problem. Russell puts up, like I said, great numbers, man, but within a structured offense, he cannot operate because he's ball dominant. You can't put your big guys on the floor like DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard, because what happens? They clog the middle up, and Russell can't shoot a jump shot. So what does Russell want to do? The whole world knows he want to get to the cup. How do you get to the cup when you got 3 and 4 defenders clogging up the paint because you got AD, Dwight Howard, or DeAndre Jordan in the middle? He can't get to the cup. And his jump shot is terrible. He cannot shoot threes. His mid-range is just so-so. He's just a supreme athlete. And I explained this to everybody before the season started, But yeah, man, I just wanted to come to you guys with a quick video about this problems in paradise, man. I think as the season go along, it's going to get worse. Russell is not the right fit for the Lakers. LeBron, Carmelo, Ariza, these guys are getting much older. And as we, go on this journey through this 82 game season, we're going to see the age factor rise his head up. You're going to see it. And you compound that with the Russell Westbrook factor, and this is a recipe for disaster. So yeah, man, that's all I really have on this take, man. You guys leave in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the problems in paradise. And this has been another edition of No Pump Fake Sports. I'm your host, Passport T. You guys hit that like button, the subscribe button, the bell icon to get all the notifications. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.